Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. L, and I look kind of funny because I've got my dog with me. And here he is. His name is Miggy, and he is a Bernese Mountain Dog. And I thought maybe you'd like to see him today because we're going to learn about nonfiction text. Yeah, Migs, say hi. And there he is. He's putting himself in the camera. And Miggy's going to help you learn all about Bernese Mountain Dogs and nonfiction text. And I thought it was perfect because he wanted to come along. I'm not sure how long he'll stay with us, but I'm going to read this book called Awesome Dogs, Bernese Mountain Dogs. And Miggy is an awesome dog, aren't you? So I want to talk to you about a couple of things first. There are a lot of things that go into nonfiction text, a lot of important features. I won't name them all now, but I will name some of them because you'll see some of them in this book. You will see headings, and I will point it out to you, labels, charts and graphs, maps, photos and illustrations, bold print, that's print that looks a little darker, a glossary, and an index. So look for those things. And also, in my filing cabinet, when we're done, I want you to look for two different files I put in there for you. One is called the Features of Nonfiction Text, and it's a little chart that will help you know, looks like this, about the different text features of nonfiction text. And I also put in a nonfiction text scavenger hunt for you. So check those out. Now, Miggy's going to be here with us, and he's going to help us learn about nonfiction text features in Bernese Mountain Dogs. And here we go. So this is called Awesome Dogs, Bernese Mountain Dogs. And he's an awesome dog. He's kicking me right out of my seat. Well, here we go. All right, Migs, let's read it to the kids. Here we go. What are Bernese Mountain Dogs? And this right here is called a heading. And with that, we just lost Miggy. That's okay. At least you got to meet him. This is a heading right here. What are Bernese Mountain Dogs? That is a feature of nonfiction text. Bernese Mountain Dogs are a huge dog breed. They are calm and lovable pets. These furry friends are often called burners. Now, this right here is a word that's in bold print. That's special print. It's a feature of nonfiction text. And the bold print will tell you probably that might be in the glossary if it's a word you don't know. And they are very lovable pets. Burners are gentle giants. They can weigh up to 120 pounds or 54 kilograms. These dogs have powerful legs and deep chests. They do weigh a lot. Miggy actually weighs about 125 pounds, and we had another Bernese Mountain Dog before him named Pudge, and he weighed 150 pounds. They are very big dogs. So this right here is a chart or a graph. It's a nonfiction text feature. It says Bernese Mountain Dog profile. That means tell us about Bernese Mountain Dogs quickly. So they have a wide, flat head, triangle-shaped ears, and a double coat. That means they have really thick fur. They live their lifespan, 7 to 10 years, and their trainability is 5 on a scale from 1 to 6. Hardest to train to easiest to train. And that is true because Miggy is very easy to train. Friendly faces and cozy coats. And here's another heading. Burners have large heads with friendly eyes. They often look like they are smiling. They have floppy triangle-shaped ears and long, bushy tails. And again, they are very friendly. Burners have heavy double coats. Their tricolor fur is long and soft. They have 3 colors, black, brown, and white. And again, we have the bold words, and we have another little chart with a little graphic here with some labels. So Bernese Mountain Dog coats, they're rust or tan. I guess they call them rust or tan. I call it brown. It's similar. Most burners are black and white and rust markings. They can also be black, white, and tan. History of Bernese Mountain Dogs. Another heading here. Berners lived in the mountains of Switzerland for centuries. And here's Switzerland, and here's a map. A map is another feature of nonfiction text. It means this is something you will find in a nonfiction text. There, they became loyal farm dogs. They guarded farmyards and pulled milk carts. And there they are, pulling the milk carts. In 1926, a man named Isaac Shees brought Berners to the United States. He owned 2 on his Kansas farm. Berners joined the working group of the American Kennel Club in 1937. So we can look up these words. These are some bold-faced words. If they're not in the glossary, it means it's a good word to look up. Playful pals. Berners are cheerful companions. They like to learn and play. Their favorite activities are spending time outside and practicing tricks. And yes, my dog really likes to practice tricks. He can catch biscuits in his mouth, and he can shake, and he can jump and roll over. He likes to do things like that. I wish I could show you, but it's very hard with the camera here. Some Berners are competitive. They show off their skills in dog sports. Tracking and drafting are popular events for these smart dogs. And here, this is just a little caption. Sometimes it's called a label or a caption. It says drafting, and that explains the picture a little more. Drafting is when they pull a cart, and they do it competitively. Berners need lots of attention. They want to be included in every family event. These dogs love their human friends, and that is true. In fact, when we have a hug at our house, Miggy always gets right in the middle of our hug all the time. And here's the glossary. It's one of those features of nonfiction text, and you can look up those words that were in bold: American Kennel Club, breed, centuries, and so on, all the way down. And here they also give you some information on how to learn more on the web, or to go to the library. And there is an index. You use an index by saying, I wonder what color Bernese Mountain Dogs are. So you can look up color and go, oh, I would turn to pages 10 and 11. So you got to go back to 10 and 11, see if it'll let me go back. Maybe it won't. You got to go back to pages 10 and 11 and find where they talk about the color. So I'm going back, and I'm not sure, right here. Here's pages 10 and 11. It's hard to see on the screen, but that is page 10 and 11. So that's what I'd like to tell you about nonfiction text today. Be sure to check out my file cabinet, and I'd love for you to meet Miggy in real life sometime. I'm glad he was here to help me, and if I could get him to come over again, I would, but I think he's going to go outside now. So read some nonfiction text, look up things in my filing cabinet, and hug your dog and keep reading.